Hi, my name is David Rippy. I am a certified hypnotherapist. This client came to me with crippling jaw and intestinal pain that she has experienced all her life. She has been able to find relief after various therapies, doctors, yoga, and numerous CAT scans. I have found through doing past life regressions and research that if conventional medicine doesn't work, searching through their past lives also brings us to the root of that pain. After taking the client to the source of her pain issues, we were able to locate the cause of her jaw pain and her intestinal pain in two separate past lives. These were quite fascinating, and she also takes us into two different council meetings as well. Enjoy. Feeling that golden light coming down to you as we count down to one. Feeling so relaxed. Allowing yourself just to drift down deeper and deeper. And as we count to 0, you can feel the golden light continuing to fill the bubble, coming down and lighting your whole body up with this golden light as you drift down deeper and deeper. And the deeper you go, the more energetic the light becomes. And it becomes stronger, helping to heal that which has been hurt. And as you drift down deeper and deeper, in your mind's eye, you can see your body glowing with this golden light. As you drift down deeper and deeper, you can begin to feel your jaw lightening. You can see the golden light going at the jawbone, feeling it helping to relax the tension in the tendons and ligaments. As you can see, it's starting to help with that. And you start to see as we count down and the golden light becomes more intense. You can see the pain and the redness leaving the jaw area. As you see it almost crumbling before your eyes, being taken out through your body. And taken all the way down through your arms. So we can see it exiting your hands as the golden light continues to push it out of you. So as we count from 3 to 1, each time we count down, you're going to feel yourself letting go more and more. Feeling more and more relaxed. Feeling so safe and secure as you drift down deeper and deeper. And as we drift down to 2, you can see the golden light doing all its magic. And you feel all the pain leaving you. You feel the jaw pain starting to relax. And you start to feel the anxiety that might have caused some of that issue starting to relax. Feeling all the stress and tension drain out of your body. As you drift down deeper and deeper. And as we count down to 1, you can feel all the golden light taking away the pain and the anxiety. Feeling your jaw starting to feel well. Seeing all the ligaments and tendons all associated with the pain starting to drift away. Knowing now that when you go to sleep at night, you'll no longer grit your teeth. You won't experience TMJ as you drift down deeper and deeper. As we count down to 0, drifting down farther and farther. And you feel the anxiety starting to leave the shoulders and the neck. Feeling your mind open up, lighting up those areas that have been dark and hidden from you. Feeling your subconscious opening up as you allow the healing energies to help that which in maybe other past lives have caused you pain. So you start to feel all that letting go. Almost like you can see in your mind the compartments, and you're looking at it as starry nebula. And you can see all the hurt areas lighting up, starting to glow with the neurons, feeling the connections connecting. Seeing the right and left hemisphere of your mind causing cross connections. Seeing the glial cells starting to multiply for your benefit. And feeling all the darkness that you've been holding back, starting to be let go as we count from 3 to 1 again. Drifting down deeper and deeper. Seeing your mind clear of all the pain. And as you drift down deeper and deeper, And as you feel your jaw relax, all the tension starting to fade, feeling that golden light really work its energy on that area. And as you go down farther your body, you start to feel any sciatic nerve issues. You can start to feel, as we count down from 3 to 2, you can feel those letting go. Allowing that to open up and not hurt the nerve. Feeling that pain drifting away from that sciatic nerve. And as we count down to 0, you can see in your mind's eye the sciatic nerve being healed. Feeling all the cells in your body lit with this beautiful golden light. And as you drift down deeper and deeper, just letting go and allowing the angelic forces and the energy to carry you on where it wants to. So you drift down and you feel some of the intestinal issues in the stomach. Things you might have pushed down that might have been stress related. You feel yourself stopping that. And you can almost see what looks like a golden door separating the stress and anxiety from coming from your mind down into your intestinal region. So you can almost see like a golden vault where you seal that. And as we count from 3 to 1, you can feel the strength you're starting to gain by allowing that door to shut and not affect your intestines or stomach. You can feel all the healing taking place. And as we count down to 2, you begin to feel this energy coming in that's more green in nature. More of a healing green light, working with the golden light. Taking care of all the last little traces of pain. Feeling it swirling down through your heart and pumping in all the areas of your body. Feeling that green heart energy just expand. And feeling the power you have as an immortal soul. And as we count down to 1, in your mind's eye, you can see the golden light mingling with the green, both working to do what they need to do to heal you. Feeling all that positive energy coming down through the sciatic nerve, through the intestinal stomach area. Feeling the green light begin to come up from your heart chakra, drifting into your jawline. Feeling the golden light and the green energy starting to heal all that. Feeling the tendons and the jaw stress almost like it's coated with this Teflon golden light. Making your jaw feel more relaxed. Not allowing the tension or the anxiety of the day or the week or the month to work its way into the jaw area. Feeling this beautiful golden green light, almost like a Teflon coating, covering that region and protecting that, which has caused you problems in the past from stress and anxiety. So as we count down deeper and deeper, you can feel this beautiful golden light sort of protecting you in this beautiful bubble as you drift down farther and farther. And as we continue to drift down deeper and deeper, you can feel yourself and see yourself in your mind's eye, all lit up inside this beautiful bubble that's drifting down, down, down. Seeing it guided so slowly, so carefully, as you can feel all the good golden energies and green energies help heal. Seeing all the sciatic nerve issues starting to be covered with this coating as well. Feeling it feels so much better than it did. Feeling the jaw relax. Realizing that it's an illusion and tension, anxiety, or something you can deal with as a divine soul. So as we drift down deeper and deeper, you're going to begin to see yourself coming to the end of the base of the tree. And at the count from 3 to 1, you're going to drift down closer and closer to the base of the tree, being guided down so gently on the winds of your life, feeling the breezes carry you where it needs to, feeling guided by the angelic forces as you drift down, down, down to 2. And as we count down to 1, in your mind's eye, you can begin to see this beautiful field of flowers that kind of is right next to the base, pretty close. And as you drift down, you're going to start to begin to drift away from the tree very slowly, drifting over this beautiful sea of flowers. Allowing yourself just to let go. Any outside noises or distractions or the air will just make you more relaxed as you drift down deeper and deeper, feeling more and more relaxed. So as you're drifting over this beautiful field of flowers so softly, you can still feel the green and golden energies coming down through the bubble. So lighting your body up with the protective energies and lights that you need at this time. In your mind's eye, you can see flowers that you know. As you just drift along so gently, so slowly. As you're drifting along above the field of flowers, it's kind of enjoying the ride, just enjoying the nice little bubble you're in. Can you name any flowers that you might see or recognize?
They're light purple and dark blue flowers, wild flowers.
Okay. And as you drift down, how far off the ground are you above the flowers?
Like maybe 2 feet.
Okay. So you're pretty close, and as you drift down deeper and deeper, can you smell the flowers at all, or any of them give off any scents?
I don't smell anything yet.
Okay. So as you drift along the field of flowers, it's very peaceful, and you're going up and down nice little hills, and all the hills are covered with the same flowers. And you're just kind of drifting along. Maybe going in a valley and just drifting along so lightly. Just enjoying the view, enjoying the protection. And you feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper, to where in your mind's eye the flowers become with even more detail, even more color. And as you drift along, you just keep going along the flowers, allowing yourself to let go and relax. And as you drift along in your bubble, you can feel all the pain exiting your body. You can feel your jaw relaxing even more. Realizing you have the power to bring the power back and fix the jaw anytime you like. By just visualizing golden and green light coming through your crown chakra and taking away the pain. So you know in future, when you're laying down relaxing and meditating, that if you just count down from 5 to 1, visualizing that golden light coming down through your entire body, lighting up the cells, repairing the cells that need help, you know you can do that. And by the time you count from 5 to 1, you will feel a lot of the pain exiting your body. As you allow yourself just to relax, realizing you're just energy and you can heal whatever that hurts. So as you're drifting down, drifting along so gently above the flowers, I want you to begin to come to the end of that beautiful field. Coming to the end of the flowers, do a countdown from 3 to 1. Just drifting down so lightly, drifting along. In your mind's eye, you begin to see the line where the flowers end. And you'll see maybe grass on the other side, maybe a forest, maybe structures. And I want you to just gently drift down from 3 to 2. Enjoying the ride, letting your mind's eye open up more and more. Allowing yourself just to enjoy the ride. Feeling totally safe and secure. And as we count down to 1, I want you to continue to relax and drift up to the edge of the flowers and kind of hover right there, maybe about 10 feet past the flowers. where you're kind of out of the beautiful flowers. You're just kind of there. And in your mind's eyes, we count down to 1. You're just relaxing more and more. Allowing your mind's eye to open up. And we're going to see if we can find a time or a place or a structure that might have meant something to you in the past that pertains to this life as well. And do you see anything in your mind?
It's pretty dark. Like everything seems dark around me.
Okay, I want you to just let go more and more. Kind of stay near the bubble. And I want you to know that we're going to bring in some angelic help to be with us as we're going to see the bubble starting to open up. And you can feel and see yourself sort of stepping out of this, like what looks like a little golden pod. And you see it opening up for you, and there's going to be other beings that are with us, that are waiting for you to get out of the vehicle. And as you drift down from 3 to 1, I want images to start to become brighter and brighter. I want you just to let go and relax, realizing it's just an experience and a life that you've had in the past. And we want to count down deeper and deeper. And as you drift down and you're out of your bubble, I want you to kind of stand there and look around. You're all protected. You've got your golden suit of light on. Nobody can touch it. And you're just observing. We're not participating. We're not getting involved emotionally. It's almost like in your mind's eye, if you look straight ahead, it's almost like you see a big IMAX screen in front of you. And you're kind of standing, staring at it. And what looked kind of dark initially, as we count down deeper, I want your mind's eye to open up more. Maybe take away some of the darkness, unless the darkness is supposed to be there. And I want you just to let go and relax. And I want you to begin to maybe see some of the darkness dissipate if it's supposed to. And you're going to have other people coming to meet us. And I want you to tell me, is there anybody here with us now besides you?
Well, it's dark, but I'm in like a foresty thing, like really tall trees, but it's like dark at night.
Okay.
I feel like someone's to my left.
Okay, I want you to focus on that person to your left, or that being. And we're going to just relax and drift down. And I want your mind's eye to open up more, maybe some information about this particular person. If you knew him in the past, if they're a spirit guide, or why would that person be here? Can you describe who they are?
I can't see their face very clearly, but darker skin. We're holding hands.
Okay, you're outside of, are you inside the forest now?
Yeah, I'm inside the forest. There's really dark, it's like really, really tall trees. But earlier when you were talking, it felt like there was like house, like almost tree houses or something that were higher up that had light. But at the bottom it's really dark.
Oh, okay. So would people live in these tree houses you're talking about?
It seems like it, yeah.
Okay. Now, as you're standing next to that person, can you see yourself in your mind's eye if you just look? And describe what you see.
I look like I'm indigenous. Shorter hair. Black hair.
Okay. If you had to look at a map in your mind's eye, what country or where do you think you're located?
Feels like South America.
All right, I want you to picture that screen in your mind again. And I want it maybe to go blank. Remember all your images. Don't let it go. But I want you to tell me the letter that you see on that screen. Do you see the word in black type? What country or city you might be in?
An S?
What's the next letter? if you had to look at it.
I want to say E.
And the third.
R.
Okay, just take your time. Now, what would be the
V.
a B? Okay.
V.
Oh, V. Okay. And any other letters?
I want to say like Cerviano. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Well, go ahead and say it again. How would you say it?
Like Cerviano.
Okay. What is that? A city or what is that?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know. Well, there could be a good reason for that. So I want you to drift down deeper and deeper. And maybe that name will come more clear to you. And if it does, just tell us. But don't concentrate on that as much. I want you to look around. And I want you to just kind of see and kind of describe how many people are in this area.
It doesn't feel like that many. It's maybe like 50, maybe.
Okay.
But
Now,
not like I can't see 50, but I feel like 50 would be in the area.
Okay. So you feel it, is it like a village you're associated with?
It's like a village inside the woods.
Inside the woods, okay. So I want you to drift around and kind of walk along now that you're out of your bubble. And the person you're holding hands with, are you married to them in that life, you think?
Yes.
You are, okay. And what was his name?
It's a she. I'm a he.
I see, okay. What was your name as a he?
Like a J or a G.
Okay.
Sure.
And what would be the next letter?
G. Like J-E or something.
Okay.
G.
And what does it mean in their language? What does that name, what does your name mean? Is your name particular name?
I want to say light warrior.
Okay.
I don't know.
Now, what was your wife's name in that life? Do you remember?
Hala or H-A-L something maybe.
Okay, and what does her name mean?
I feel like heaven or something along those lines.
Okay. So as you drift down deeper and deeper, when I count from 3 to 1, I want you to remember that and view that life in your mind's eye. So 3 to 2. Feeling the images opening up more and more. Feeling all the more details coming into that life. Kind of really opening up those dusty cobwebs off the veils and taking them away from that life. And as we count down to 1, I want you to drift down and walk along inside the village. And as you're walking along inside the village, you're totally protected. You're only observing, nobody can hurt you. And I want you to recount a scene in that mind, in your mind, that maybe was pivotal or important to you in that life. And I want to tell us what that event was.
Well, this is interesting. So the trees are like, you can like open them up and they're kind of like an elevator to get to the top.
Okay.
Like that's how you get to the tree house is through inside of the tree.
Okay, so they're like an elevator almost.
Yes.
Now, if you had to look at that culture again, what country could that be? Is it on Earth or somewhere else?
It's weird. It feels like Earth. It's weird because it's like feels indigenous but advanced at the same time.
Okay. Well, it does sound advanced if you have elevators and trees, right?
Yeah.
I have not seen one of those yet.
I know.
That's okay. So you're kind of viewing the scene as you're just walking through the village. And I want you to continue to walk through it. Any noises or just things you hear, just heighten your life. It just heightens the sense of where you are as you drift down deeper and deeper. And as you're drifting down, you're seeing things opening up even more. You're starting to see your mind's eye, giving you more details of the life. And I want you to describe a big event in that life. Do you see something that might have you remembered closely? Why is that life important for us to look at? What do you see in your mind? You can tell us.
I'm seeing like a mansion of some sort, but I'm kind of far from it. Like I was walking away from the village, and now I'm seeing some sort of mansion.
Okay, well, let's walk up toward that mansion. Now, is your wife still with us, or tell me what other beings might with us, because we brought other people in. Who do you see around us? Do you see anyone?
I left my wife back at the village.
Okay, now, going forward to this journey to the mansion,
Uh-huh.
I wanted to see, is Archangel Michael with us at all? If we invite him in, can we bring him in?
We can bring him in.
Okay. Now, do you start to see Michael with us now?
He's on my left side.
He's on your left, okay. And how tall is he? What does he look like?
He's definitely feels much taller than me, like at least 3 feet taller. And I feel a lot of warmth on that side. Like my whole left arm is very warm being next to him.
Good. And is he helping take it? Is he going on with the journey toward the mansion as we go slowly up toward it, right?
Yeah, he's just next to me.
Good. So as you walk slowly with Michael along, who's on your right side? Is there anyone? Who else is on this journey?
A bald guy.
A bald guy. Okay, well, that's fine. Now, what's his deal? Who's he? Who do you think he would be if you had to look at his name on a screen? What would it start with?
I mean, I feel like it's my friend that passed away.
Okay. So as you drift down deeper and deeper, I want you to feel the emotions with that friend passing not affect you. We're just observing, and now obviously you can see he's fine on the other side, so just drift down. Be glad he's on the journey, but he's fine and he's okay. So take all the pain in your mind, all the hurt associated with his death. And I want you to let that flow out of you, out of your mind, out of your subconscious, because he's okay now. He's on the other side. Now look at him. What was his name?
Well, I thought it was Will, but I don't think it is.
Okay.
It's like still kind of blurry, but
All right. Well,
it's
take
like
your
a
time.
I don't know, some guy.
Well, let me ask him a question. See if he nods his head yes or no.
Okay.
Okay. Is he one of your spirit guides? Yes or no? Is he
Yes.
not? He is. Okay. He's nodding his head yes. Has he been with you a long time?
Yes.
Okay. Has he been with you in a lot of your lives?
Yes.
Okay. So he's a pretty helpful person to you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. So he's helped you. Does he help you plan some of your life lessons in each life?
Certainly.
Okay, so he's involved in that as well. What about other things? And is he pretty evolved, I would presume?
I think so. He
Okay.
kind of feel okay now that I'm like he's clearing up. I still can't see his eyes for some reason,
That's okay.
but I feel like he's like monkey, not like Asian monkey, but not monkey like an animal, but like he's wearing a brown robe and feels like maybe European monk of sorts
Okay.
or something.
Not a monkey, but a monk.
Yeah, a monk. Yeah.
Okay. So as you drift down, that's pretty interesting. As you drift down deeper and deeper, walking it up toward the mansion with Michael on your left, and your spirit guide on your right. And who else is in this scene? You see any other people around you or beings?
There's like a butterfly or a fairy. There's a little winged being on my right side as well.
Okay, so like a neat little winged being,
Mm-hmm.
like a little fairy or what? What do you think they are?
Yeah, I mean, the wings are like, it feels like butterfly, dragonfly mixed with an elemental being. So maybe
Wow.
it is a fairy of sorts. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I didn't want to present that if it wasn't, but do they choose that form? Is that why they're kind of in that form
Yes.
now? Okay.
It's fun.
It's fun, and that's why they do it. Okay. So as you drift along, going up with your fairy being friend and their monk and Archangel Michael, can we bring Jesus and Mary into this?
Sure.
Okay.
Jesus is on my left next to, like, he's kind of behind me, but behind me to the left, and Mary's directly behind me.
Okay. So Mother Mary's with us, Jesus is with us. And describe what Jesus looks like to me. What does he appear like to you?
I guess he's the typical Jesus depiction.
So that's what you feel. You just more know his energy is there. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, he's got the brown hair. He's wearing, like, just long kind of layers. Just seems like a chill dude.
Okay. Well, what color are his eyes? Can you see those?
I can't, but I feel like they're brown.
Okay. So you're drifting along, just kind of walking along with all these ascended masters and beings. And let's go back and look at Michael again, now that your mind's opening up more. And describe what he looks like. You said he's about 3 feet taller, but what does he look like?
The hair feels like golden brownish, kind of. Really big, like, wings.
So he has wings.
Yeah.
What else?
I feel like dark maroon. Like, he's, like, really light. Like, I just see a lot of light coming out from him, but I see something dark maroon as well.
Okay.
I don't know enough about archangels, so I don't
Well,
know.
no, that's fine. You don't have to. You're supposed to describe what you see. So if it's fine, just keep saying what it is. What, is he carrying anything? Does he doing anything? Or is he just walking?
It kind of feels like he has a tiki torch of sorts. Like he's like lighting the way.
Okay. Okay. Is it dark where you are now? And that's white, or is you just carry that regardless of
It's sort of like feels like dusk.
Okay. Now as we get closer, we count from 3 to 1. We're all going to walk up to the front steps of this mansion, or right up in the driveway. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're walking closer and closer, you're beginning to feel your mind's eye opening up more. And you're beginning to see details of this mansion.
Mm-hmm.
And you're starting to realize why you're there. Why you're walking up to this from the woods. And I want you to tell me, why are you approaching this mansion now?
I work there.
Okay, you work in this mansion, okay. And what else? What do you do in this mansion? What's your job?
There's some sort of science lab.
Okay. Now, where is this mansion located? You said it was close to the woods, or what do you really think?
Yeah, it feels like the edge of the woods.
Okay. And who owns or who lives in this mansion?
Someone that's white. He's not indigenous.
Say that again?
This person is not indigenous. They look like whiter.
The person that's in the mansion.
Yeah, that owns it.
That owns it, okay.
An older man.
An older man. Describe what he looks like.
He has like white hair parted, like kind of a little bit of a poof on top, if you will. You know, like kind of a side part with a poof.
Okay.
Kind eyes, though, he seems.
Okay. Now, is he like the head scientist of this mansion, or what's his function there? Or is he a butler? What's his function? Or he's the one that owns it. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I think he's had money in his family for a long time, and so he owns it, and people come here to do some sort of work.
Okay. What kind of scientific work are they doing in this mansion? What are they involved in? Just take your time. Just relax. Whatever pops in your head, don't try to analyze it too much. Just come out with it. We'll see what we can do with it.
Okay, let's see.
Does he know all the people we brought with us? Does he know Jesus and Mary? Does he know Michael? Or not really?
Yeah. I mean, he's like, oh, hello. But he senses them. I don't think he sees them, but he can sense them.
Okay, so he feels there's more than just you
Yeah.
walking up.
Or,
Does he think you came alone and he can't see all the others, or what are your thoughts on that?
No, I think he can feel that there's others with me.
But he can't see them as well.
Right.
But just feels their energy in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of energy is Jesus putting off? I know you said Michael, it was warm. What's his energy?
I'm like things are spinning really fast. So, but the image that I was, energy, the image I was seeing earlier it was like we were dissecting colors. Like there was all these different, like little stained glass, but we were like doing some sort of thing with colors and shapes, but doing some sort of science related to them. But they were clear, like they were like stained glass shapes. I don't know what that means.
Okay, so you had stained glass shapes that were clear.
Well, they were like see-through, translucent.
Right, and what were you doing with the colors? What does that have to do with the glass?
Something about the scientific properties and changing them with different things, like different modalities, if they will change the color.
Okay. So let's go on in the house. He's inviting us all in. And as we count down from 3 to 1, you're going to feel yourself walking through this mansion that you work in. You're going to feel yourself becoming more familiar, starting to open your mind's eye to recognize rooms that you knew in the past. Allow yourself just to drift along. And every time we count down to 2, the image is going to open up more. You're going to see kind of the reason why you're there, maybe how long you've been there, and take us to the lab and tell us where you work inside this mansion. Can you do that for us?
I walk through the front door and I go to the right.
And tell us the rooms.
There's like a wall. It's kind of very ornate, red and gold. Feels like there's plants on the wall too, but I think they're sculptured, like they're sculptures.
Okay.
I don't know. Everything's shaking. Like everything's spinning and shaking. I don't really know.
Inside the mansion?
Yeah, or just like everything I'm seeing right now feels like it's shifting back and forth.
Well, I want you just to relax.
Okay.
I want you just to relax and drift down, allowing yourself to see in your mind's eye just all the control you have. Knowing you have this golden suit on and you shouldn't see the images shifting around. And you feel so protected. As you're in this other area, just let the images begin to settle down as we count from 3 to 1. And as we count down to 2, you can feel the images slowing down. Allowing you to have almost like real time in this life, to where you don't feel or see anything shaking, just walking along as we count down to 1. Feeling all the shaking starting to dissipate. Maybe all the vibrations just starting to settle down and kind of drift along to match your frequency, to where you can feel yourself sort of matching the frequency of this place, to where you're not shaking or seeing things shake around you. You find yourself acclimating more and more to your environment, allowing yourself to observe but be able to step into that life as you walk through the halls, as you walk through the rooms, and we count down to 0. And you feel yourself starting to relax, starting to see more images coming in your mind as you walk through the things. I want the guy that owns it, I want the white-haired gentleman, I want him to lead us into where you work. And as we drift along.
Wow. Okay. Whew. Energy. So, wow, this is crazy. You go down these really, really, really long steps, and under the mansion is like this huge cavern, huge cavern with like stalagmites and stalactites and like crazy energy down there. And I kind of feel like I'm looking at it from a panoramic view. I'm like far back. I'm not like on the steps anymore. I'm like watching it from a distance.
Okay.
But it's a very expansive room with a lot of like crystally things and like stalagmites, cave-like things.
That sounds very interesting. Is this where you work, down there somewhere?
Yeah, the lab is down at the bottom.
Okay. And with all these crystals, what's their function? Why did the lab have to be built in this type of a room?
Because it's I guess like the energy that the room puts off is very different. And so it's like it affects things in a different way than if you're upstairs. Like it flips things or something.
Okay. So maybe is it like a polarity reversal of some sort?
That sounds pretty... Things are shaking again though, but yeah.
All right, I want you to just relax and allow the room. It's probably all the vibrations from these crystals. And let's ask the elderly gentleman that owns it, or owns the lab and owns the mansion. Let's get a yes or no. See how he nods his head.
Mm-hmm.
Is this lab used for kind of changing maybe the frequencies of different colors, or is the crystals important? Is he going to say yes or no?
Yes, the crystals are important.
Okay. And what... Can we give it a little more description on what you're looking to accomplish down there? What is this technology, if it's found or these scientific things come through, what's it going to be used for?
It's like a frequency foundation. It's like the company feels like it's called Frequency Foundation or something. Okay. And so it's all different frequencies and how things shift with different frequencies.
Very interesting. So that's the name. And if you had to look at a year in your mind, roughly, what year would this be roughly? If you had to see, like, and don't question what you see, just allow it to come to you gently. Like you're looking at a screen and a big number, some number appears on it in black letters, or black numbers, excuse me. So what do you see? What year is it?
I'm getting 18 or 19. But...
All right, 18 or 19. Okay, just go with that. Just relax. And you see, what's the next two numbers after that? Are there two numbers after that or not? Like, what would be the two numbers you might see in your head if they are numbers after that?
It feels like it's 18, 19, like 18, 19.
All right, so that's why you came up with 18, 19 earlier, yeah. I guess. Okay. So just relax. Just allow yourself to relax. Just taking it all in. So you feel maybe this was around 18, 19. Does that make sense to you?
I mean, Annie in this life doesn't think that makes sense, but...
Well, don't try to analyze it this life. You're just observing. I want you just to relax. Just allow yourself to relax. And don't, you can giggle all you want, but don't question kind of what you're seeing. Just go with the flow. You don't have to kind of go, wow, that sounds crazy, because this is a little different. It's another life, and it's nothing to do with this one. So I want you just to drift down and not question what you see. And then I'll explore some of the visuals you're seeing by asking questions around that, okay?
Okay.
So I want you just to hang out in the crystal room for a minute. And if you look and think in your mind, are there many different types of crystals down here, or what's the predominant one?
I mean, they're all clear crystal.
Okay.
Clearish white quartz, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Celestial.
Celestial?
Celestial quartz.
Oh, celestial quartz, okay. And that whole room almost seems full of that?
Yeah.
All right.
They may not all be celestial, but I definitely feel like a lot are celestial.
Okay. And those help do your work, is that correct?
Yeah, like amplification.
Okay. So you think it's around 18, 19, and this sounds... When you look at the mansion and you had to see, I mean, you walked in, was there any cars or carriages out in the drive? Was there a driveway of some sort, or a circle, or what did it look like?
When we walked in, there was like a cobblestone path. I didn't see any cars or any vehicles or anything.
Did you hear horses or anything, or do you think they got there by carriage on average, or what did you travel by to get to work?
I would walk.
So you just walked from what, the woods?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was there anybody else in the woods that worked in the mansion also, or you the only one? Who else worked in there?
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of people worked there probably.
Okay. And they lived in the woods, they had elevators in the trunks, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a pretty way ahead of its time.
Yes.
And you were sort of isolated from the other people around during 1800s or what?
Yeah, it almost feels like this guy moved out in the middle of nowhere in South America to like do these experiments and stuff where not a lot of people would be around except for this culture, you know?
Interesting. And what? You guys all were put up in sort of like a work type apartment with a treehouse type setup or what? So you didn't buy those. You were just there. What, was it his lodging or did you buy your treehouse? How'd that work?
It feels like that was sort of a perk from the job. Like, if you work for me, you get this.
Okay.
I think it seems like huts before then.
Now, did your wife work at the mansion, or your husband work at the mansion as well? Or your wife, I mean. Did your wife work at the mansion as well?
No.
Okay. Did she know of your work, or was it too complicated for her?
It looks like we have a little baby, and so I think she stayed at home with the baby,
Okay.
and she was sort of like, would center me, like when I would get home after all of it, because it was a lot of, she kept the space nice.
Okay, nice. Now, did you have more than one child? How many children do you see roughly?
Just a young baby, but I think feels like there was a child, but not anymore.
Okay. And they died of what? And you're not getting emotional, you're just relaxing, just observing. What do you think it was?
An animal attack or something.
Okay. Now let's go quietly to that scene. We're just observing, so don't take it personally. And as you're drifting down, feeling the images in that scene open up wider, I presume that was a pretty tragic event for the family. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was the firstborn.
Firstborn, okay. And what were their names? Do you remember? Was it a boy or a girl?
He was a boy.
He was a boy. How old roughly?
Feels like maybe 7.
About 7, okay. So you're walking through the woods, and as you walk, thinking of the woods. Then we'll go back to the mansion in a little bit, but
Our huts were not in, so it feels like we had huts before we lived in the tree house thingies, and the huts were like more in a clearing.
okay, just relax.
Yeah, like in a clearing, sort of near the woods, but more grassy and not like in the middle of trees.
So let me ask you this.
So something happened between then.
Okay, I understand. So we're looking at, you feel, where were you located again roughly, do you think? What part of the country was that again?
It's South America.
Okay. Now, as we look at that South America, I want you to picture a map.
Yeah.
What did that country look like? If you had to think of it in today's words, what would that have been?
Well, in seeing the map, it's on the eastern coast, kind of in the middle. I don't know what country that is now.
All right. Well, let's just think for a moment. Just relax. You don't have, just let it come to you. You don't have to think about it too hard. We don't have to we don't have to know the whole map of South America. But if you had to pick one letter they might have started with, what do you think that was? Just what letter pops in your mind on the screen? You know?
L.
Okay, maybe something with an L. Is that correct? And you think maybe as you look at the map of South America, you feel you're somewhere near the middle. Is that correct?
Middle, but more towards the coast, like the middle of the continent, but
Okay.
Towards the coast.
Okay, that would be.
But not on the water or anything, but just nearish.
How far do you think you were if you had to travel by carriage or whatever? Because you could, if you had to walk.
There weren't carriages.
There weren't carriages.
No.
Okay. There was not carriages.
No, I feel like this guy that appeared is like way more
Advanced
than us. Like I don't know where he came from, but like he's like not. We didn't use carriages.
So did you ever take a trip to the coast? In that life, do you see that? You ever see water, waves, ocean? Or not really?
I feel like we knew where it was, but something about how we wouldn't go to the coast.
Okay.
But I felt like, if anything, that we would have traveled by horse or something.
Okay, so maybe you said this guy was advanced technologically.
Yeah.
Because he's doing the work with the crystals and everything else.
Yeah.
But how would he travel around? Roughly.
I want to say teleporting, but
Okay.
that's what I mean. There's
Say
no
whatever you like,
vehicles.
just
I
relax.
don't. I don't
Okay.
see vehicles.
All right, let's ask him. We're gonna look at him. We're gonna look at his face. I want you to count. We're gonna count from 3 to 1. Each count down. 3, 2, 1. Things are opening up more and more. And I want you to look at his face. I'm gonna ask him a question: yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
Did he teleport to get around? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. And where did he learn this skill? Was he from the Earth or was he from somewhere else? Where's he from?
He's pointing to the sky.
All right. And now, as he's pointing to the sky, was it a star system we know on Earth today? Do our scientists know what it is? Yes
No.
or no? They do not. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask numbers, and I want them to nod yes or no. Okay? Is it 5 light years from here?
No.
Is it 20?
No.
Is it 100?
No.
Is it less than 100?
Yes.
All right, what number would pop into your head? Is it closer to 50 or what's it closer to?
33.
So 33 light years away is what he's telling you, yes or no?
That was the number that came to me.
All right, let's ask him that question. Yes or no? 33 light years roughly away.
Yes.
So he's nodding yes. Okay. Now, if we had to look at a star map, knowing we're on Earth, let's put your South American country sort of on the top of the globe. So we're just kind of staring out into space, and if you look down at a Google map, you would see it. When you say 33 light years away,
If I'm looking at the sky, it's to the right. It's up and to the right.
Okay.
I keep feeling like he's pointing up and to the right.
Okay. Now, is it? I want you just to ask him, and I'm going to ask him, but I want you to shake your head, yes or no. Is it the Pleiades star system?
No.
Is it Orion?
No.
Is it Arcturus?
No.
Has our scientists with our Hubble telescope discovered it yet?
No.
Okay. What would be the name of that star system? Well, I want you to go there in your mind, and I want him to, maybe in the mansion somewhere is a nice map of the stars where he can unroll it for us. Will he do that for us?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to put that map like on a table. And I want that table just to be opened up, and we don't have to know what the star systems are or what different constellations are out there. We don't have to think of any of that. He's going to point on that map. First, he's going to show you where Earth is on that map. Okay? So I want him to point with his finger or ruler or pointer stick, whatever he has.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you see, or is he pointing to Earth on the map for you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Now, as you're looking at that map, where is Earth on that map?
The bottom.
All right, it's down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where is the star system that he came from? Have him point that out to you.
So Earth looks like the size of a thumbtack in what he's pointing to.
Okay.
And it's like from Earth, like maybe 3 hand lengths away, like on this giant map.
And which direction would that
towards
be?
the like upper right.
So you'd call that what, northeast?
Yeah.
Roughly?
Mm-hmm.
What degree would that be? If you had to, I'm not saying you have to know engineering terms or protractor, but let's say the Earth is there. We know it's northeast. Let's put 12 like on a clock. Is it 1 or 2 away from you, or 3? What is it? If you had to put a clock over the map and just see a clock 12 all the way
It's
around.
like in between 2 and 3.
Okay. Now, what brought him to Earth? Yes or no? Was he here to help humanity, or what was he here for? Because he came from somewhere else.
To study. There's some interesting things hidden in the core, and he wants to study
of
more.
the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, how far down has he been in the Earth? Let me ask him yes or no. 1,000 miles or less?
Less.
200?
More.
500?
Less.
So 400? What number would he give you if I say yes or no?
450.
So 450. So he's going to nod yes or no. He's been 450 miles deep into the earth. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how did he get there? Did he teleport also into the earth to study, or how did he do it? What was his secret? Did he ever tell you?
I just feel like I'm seeing light from the sky and then he's there. So I don't,
Okay.
it doesn't seem like I don't see the technology.
Okay. So you don't see how he got down there, but he just tells you he did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he was studying different layers all the way down, that kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, here's another question. He's from a star system 33 light years away, roughly, correct?
Yeah.
And how long has he been on Earth? Other lives, or is this the first time? Yes or no, 5 times. What's he nodding?
Has he been on Earth 5 times
No,
before?
yeah, has he come here a lot? Does he travel here a lot?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
In different parts of the world.
okay, different locations. And where else did he go in the world if we had to get an idea? Ask you this. Does he do any work around ley lines back in the day? Yes or no?
Yeah, well, I got chills with that. Yeah, it feels like important points in the Earth that he
Okay.
goes to.
Were a lot of these on the 35th parallel? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Did he ever make it over to the pyramids of Giza?
I felt like maybe that's like not yet.
But he plans on it, yes or no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Has he been to Pumupunku, for instance? Yes or no?
Pumupunku?
Yeah, just yes or no?
No.
Okay. Has he been to Göbekli Tepe, yes or no?
No.
Okay. So where else have you had to look at a map of the Earth, like a globe, and have a globe in front of us now? So as I count from 3 to 1, he's getting a globe out, he's placing it on the table. He's showing where you are in Brazil, or not Brazil, but in South America. And I want him to point to exactly where you are on that globe. And it's a big globe, and it really lights up South America nicely for you. So there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of names on it. As I count from 3 to 2, you can begin to see the names. And is he pointing at the globe to where you are right now?
Yeah.
All right, so as he keeps pointing, as I count down to 1, you're going to see that part of the globe expand. Sort of like a Google map blowing up. He's got like a holographic globe type thing. So you'll count down to 1. You see it getting bigger and bigger, and you're seeing that country expand more and more. And as he's pointing, I want you to tell me if there's any names he sees while he's pointing. Like, is there a couple of names around where his finger's pointing that you can tell me?
It's L.
Okay. And what else? What's the second letter he's pointing at?
L-I.
Okay, okay, you're looking at it nice. It's getting bigger and bigger as we count from 3 to 1. Each time you can zoom in more and more, and it's getting bigger and bigger. So we count from 3 to 2. We have L-I. What's the next letter? What do you see roughly?
M, maybe?
Okay, but you're kind of guessing that, or is that what
Yeah,
you see?
I feel like the L felt clear, but I can't tell
Go
for
ahead,
this.
say it. Okay, is it a 2-syllable word or 1 syllable?
It's 2.
So is it
At
2
least.
words or 2 syllables? There's like 2 words, maybe in a language. What does the language look like in that town? If you had to say, this was named from this kind of dialect. What dialect?
Things weren't written. It wasn't It didn't feel like it was written.
Okay, so it wasn't even known, just an area in the map. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Well, you know it was near somewhere that started with an L-I. Was it right there near that L-I, or is it farther away? How far, roughly, as you look at the globe?
It feels pretty nearby.
So that'd be your closest point of reference in that time period. Would that be correct?
Yes.
And what year was it again, roughly?
1819.
All right. Now, as we're at the house, we're counting down from 3 to 1. We're having a great time. We've seen the crystals. We've seen the lab work. We have a better idea what you're doing there. We're going to go back up the steps. We're going to go back out the front door. Tell your boss that you said goodbye. Wave to him. And we're going to walk outside as we count from 3 to 1. We have Michael and Jesus and Mother Mary with us. We have your spirit guide. And what was his name again? Did you get a name yet?
No.
What is he dressed like again?
He's wearing like this brown robe thing.
Okay. And how is Mother Mary dressed? What does she have on?
She's wearing, like, red.
She's wearing red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She have a cap on her head or a hat or what?
Well, it feels like it's like a scarf. It's like draping.
Okay, so it's like a pretty red scarf of some sort. Okay. And what kind of energy? Go up next to her. As I count from 3, 2, 1. I want you to feel her energy and kind of separate yourself from the other energies. Tell me what her energy alone feels like.
Just like fluttering in my heart.
Okay. So you can feel her in your heart?
Yeah.
How does it feel? Describe that.
It's just like
It's like what?
the image that I feel with the sensation is like petals of flowers all over my body.
Petals of flowers. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as we count down, you're going to ignore any noises in the room. No big deal. We can still see everything perfectly. So as you drift down deeper and deeper, and you see petals, describe what you're wearing again.
I'm not really wearing anything. I mean, I don't have any. It looks like maybe like pants, but I don't have a shirt on.
Okay, is it because it's hot, you just don't want one on, or what?
I can't really tell the temperature, but yeah, I feel like we just don't wear, like my wife didn't really have a lot of clothes on either.
So it was 1814 and people would run around in simple things. You have like pants on, no shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Are you pretty smart in that life or what?
I picked up quickly like how to do this stuff in the lab, so it worked out well.
Good.
And like I was intuitive with things.
Okay, that's good. So he liked you, you had a good relationship with the owner?
Yeah, he was very kind.
Okay, here's your other question. As you drift down deeper and deeper, I want you to find out, I want you to go to the end of that life.
Okay.
And tell me what you see. How did you pass? How old do you look? Just relax.
I don't feel like I'm much older. I mean, I'm maybe like 10, 15, 20 years older.
All right, so you don't look a ton different.
No, I'm on a white sheet.
You're on a white sheet, okay. And why are you on a white sheet?
There's like someone is holding something over my heart.
Okay.
To make it stop or something.
Okay, now why do they want to make it stop?
I did enough at like my time to move on.
So did you know in that life that it was just a life or not? Or did you have cosmic amnesia? Did you know that you might have had other lives or just that one life?
No, like whoever put that on me knew, like, one made my life end.
Okay, so that's how it happened.
Yeah,
and
like
you weren't
something.
a lot older. And who did that? Who made your life end? Who was that?
It's the man.
All right, so he knew, and were you happy with that decision? Tell us about that. And you're just observing. Tell us what you felt when that decision was made.
I think it feels like like my wife was sick, or something happened with her, and I was just like not. I think maybe he was like, all right, you can. I don't really. It feels like he let me pass away.
All right, was your wife already passed or what?
I
Or
think
was she
she
still
was.
around?
I think she was like. She was really sick.
Okay, was that before your death or after?
Around the same time.
So she died maybe a little bit before you, yes or no?
No.
So she died after you a short time?
Yes.
Okay. And looking at that death, just drifting down deeper and deeper, seeing your mind open up even more to that life, that ending of that life. And so he used something, and what did it look like that he held over your heart? What did it look like? What was it?
It was like a large magnet-like thing.
Okay. And what? He put that over your heart?
And it stopped the heart.
Okay. So at that moment, as we count from 3 to 1, 3, 2, 1, you could feel yourself laying there and your heart just stopped. Tell me what happened after that. What do you see? Just relax. Don't analyze it. Just tell me if you saw anything. Did you see yourself come out of your body or not?
No.
So you didn't see that.
Mm-mm.
Do you see as we go forward, you're laying there relaxed, drifting down, deeper and deeper. Tell me what you see next.
I'm like floating in stars or something. I'm like floating.
Or you see yourself floating. And are you just out in the stars? Or where are you? Describe that.
Yeah, it's just like it feels like I'm just floating in the stars.
Okay. And what do you look like as you're floating? What do you see? Describe your appearance.
It's like I feel like I look like a human, like I look like a man, but not the same man.
Okay, a different man. Describe that man.
But I can't see. I'm like dark. It's like all completely dark.
All right, it's very dark, and I'm going to count from 3 to 1.
Not the background's not dark. I'm like see-through dark or something.
Oh, you're
like it's like
energy.
the shape of me, but it's like all. It's just like dark.
Okay. And as you look at that scene, we're going to have Michael with us still. The other ones are waving goodbye. We're going to take Michael along with us on the rest of this journey. And I guess we'll bring Jesus and Mother Mary along too. Can you see them with us out in space?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now what do they look like as you see yourself drifting along in space? Do they look different than they did on Earth, or how do they look now?
They look pretty similar. Michael seems shorter. I mean, like more the same height as them. They're all like kind of the same.
I see. Now do they look like, what kind of forms are we seeing?
They're like in human forms.
So they don't look a lot different than they did before.
Right.
Okay. So as you're drifting down deeper and deeper, you're floating farther and farther out in space. And they're bringing us, I'm letting Michael kind of lead the way for us. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
So as Michael's kind of taking us on this journey, you're floating along in space, so relaxed. You got Jesus and Michael, protection. Is your spirit guide still with us?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's along too. Who else is along with us? Do you see anybody else? What do you see? Any other beings or anything along his journey?
Something's floating above my right side, above my head.
Okay, and what does that look like? What does it look like roughly? If I get to describe it.
It's like a bird-bug mixture.
A bird-bug mixture. Now, is this the same fairy being, yes or no? Or is it just somebody else?
I guess I think it feels like the same, but it looks a little different in this experience.
So yes or no, is he nodding, or are they nodding their head up and down that they are the same person?
Yes.
Okay, so it is. So they came along too.
It's a she.
And she came along too. What's her name roughly?
I want to say Andromeda.
Okay, is that her name, yes or no? What did she say? She nodded her head which way?
Yes.
So she's saying that's her name, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, we're going to go from 3 to 1. And each number down, you're going to get closer and closer where Michael's taking all of us.
Okay.
So 3, 2, getting closer and closer. Michael's leading the way. 1, drifting down deeper and deeper. And as we get to 0, where are we at? Where are we?
Moving through hyperspeed in space.
Okay, we're going through hyperspace.
Like through a tunnel or something.
All
Like,
right.
you know, like things are moving
does it feel like
quickly.
a portal or something?
Yeah, something's, yeah, I'm flowing somewhere.
And describe what you're inside. What does it look like? You had to like picture it. Is it lighter now or still dark?
It just feels like, I mean, Michael's light. He's like, whew, light. But
Right.
it's starry. It's night, but it's like I'm moving quickly through a starry portal.
Okay.
Or like a tube.
Okay, like a tube somewhere.
Like a large tube.
All right, let's ask Michael this question.
Mm-hmm.
And just yes or no.
Okay.
How's he nod his head if I ask, is this like a wormhole connecting different star systems or
Yes.
something? It is, okay. And if we had to look at the map from Earth, where we left. Mm-hmm. And we're journeying out into the sky. Mm-hmm. How far away are we going in light years, roughly? 50, 100, less? How many light years, roughly?
10.
Just 10, okay. So Michael's taking us to a place that you're going to go that's 10 light years from Earth. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So as you're cycling through space, still in this beautiful, whatever tunnel light, I presume it's neat looking. Is that correct? It's pretty cool? Mm-hmm. Okay. What's the shape of this thing? Is it straight and narrow, or what's it look like?
It's just kind of like space is stretching and opening, and the stars are like becoming more like someone has swiped them and their paint, and they're like they're lines instead of stars.
Wow.
But there's like little kind of like rainbow flecks in there as well.
So that's how fast you're traveling through this thing.
Yeah, it feels like I don't feel like I'm moving fast, but everything around me is moving very fast.
Now let me ask Michael this, because he's still taking us where we're going, correct? Mm-hmm. Let me ask Michael this. Yes or no? As we move through this wormhole, or this portal, how many times faster are the speed of light? Are we going the speed of light, yes or no, or faster?
5 times faster.
So it's 5 times faster than the speed of light. Mm-hmm. Okay. And we're going to be about, what was the number again, light years from Earth? What did you tell us?
10.
10 light years from Earth. Okay. Do we know the name of that star system in today's current stars we know?
Andromeda.
So you're going to Andromeda. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So you're leaving our galaxy, the Milky Way. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to count from 3 to 1, and we're going to approach Andromeda. And as we approach, we're going to start to feel this slow down from 5 times the speed of light, slowing down a little more and more. And as I count to 3 to 1, it's going to be like another map getting large, like another Google map. And Michael's taking us, he's zeroing in on where we're going now. So as we count from 3 to 1, when I get to 1, I want you to tell us where we are. We're going to stop at our destination, okay? Mm-hmm. So 3, getting closer and closer. 2, slowing down a little bit, I presume. 1, and in your mind's eye, I want you just to relax and picture it as like a panoramic screen now. Where are you? What do you see?
Or like on cloud-like things, and it's like purpley, pink. Feels like sunset almost, but not. But more like cotton candy sunset.
Okay. And how deep inside the Andromeda galaxy is Michael taking us? If you had to see a map of the whole galaxy.
It feels like it would be like 5 o'clock on a clock.
Good. And what would be the name of this star system if you had to pick a letter on it? Is there a particular name for it? What do they whisper in your ear?
I'm getting an A and an S.
So you feel it might be what? A star system with an A and an S in it? Mm-hmm. Somewhere within that galaxy? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, ask Michael. Is that correct, yes or no? A and S.
No. A, S, A, S.
Okay,
the
what
first
else?
2 letter.
What's the third?
I don't know.
All right, let's take another star map. Let's have Michael pull it out of his back, like it's in a pouch of some sort. And as he pulls that star map out of his back and opens it up and holds it in his 2 hands, so I count from 3 to 1 within that Andromeda galaxy. As we're looking at the whole thing, just laid out on this one map. Michael's holding it, and he's going to zoom in and kind of show you where you are. He'll point to one of his light beams. And as he points to it with light, like a pointer, like a laser, what's lighting up on that? Is it still around 5 o'clock on that map, or where is it?
Feels more like 4 o'clock. 3 to 4 o'clock.
All right, so we had to look at the whole galaxy, just by itself. Mm-hmm. How far in within the galaxy is that at 4 o'clock? To the middle. How close to the middle is that?
It's more towards the edge than the middle.
Okay, so you're on the edge of this area. Mm-hmm. And what did it start with again?
AS.
AS. Okay, what was the third letter? You had that? If you had to pick a third letter, what would that be?
I don't know, but I feel
That's
like
all right.
Ashta something.
All
Ashta.
right. Now ask
don't know.
Michael as you pronounce it. Say it again slowly and see how he nods his head. Is he correcting you on that name a little bit? See what he says about your pronunciation. Tell me it again.
Ashtib. I don't know. I don't know.
So is that close? Is Michael saying yes or no? What are his thoughts on that? If you had to look at that map. And now you're starting to see that area glow on the map. It's lighting up a little bit. Out of that whole map of Andromeda. You see it light up on the map, that little area you're from. And Michael, let's ask him yes or no. Does that little area, that little place you are, does that start with an AS? Is that what he's saying as well?
I don't feel like it's written with letters though.
Well, it's
Like-
not known yet, but is there,
Yeah.
do they have numbers for it, or how do they do it? Is it just, how do they let others know where that is on the map? What do they call it maybe, or what do they say? If you were in that star system.
Because what I'm feeling is like the letters are more like images. They're more like shapes of things. And that's why like A feels like a triangle thing.
Okay.
And S feels more like a spirally thing, you know?
All
That's
right,
what I'm
neat.
feeling like.
Okay. Do you see anything behind, after the S, after the spiral? What do you see? What kind
Like
of
it
image?
feels like an H, so like an H type shape, some
Good.
sort.
So you have an H-type shape, and what would be the next one? If you had to pick one more.
Like a column T, like a T.
All right, good. And what's the one after that? If you had to pick a shape or a visual, what would that be?
It's just, it's like a line, like an I guess it would be.
Okay. Is there any other ones after the eye? How many shapes, roughly?
And then there's double spirals.
Okay.
And then there's like a line.
All right.
And then it looks like an equal sign kind of thing.
Okay. Is that about it?
I think so.
Would you say that it was more numeric? Like, was it certain letters? Like, if we had to recognize them on Earth, would they be like just Greek letters or numbers, or what does it look like? Or is that a certain Andromeda type knowledge?
I'm not very familiar with Greek letters, but it's not an English alphabet.
No. But I'm saying, when you look at the letters, do you recognize some of the letters that we have here on Earth?
Yeah,
Or
well,
numbers?
they're different, but they're shaped similar to a letter that we would have on Earth.
Okay. And you sort of have an idea what they stand for as you point it out, but you're not exactly sure, obviously, because you don't know the language. So that's great. So we saw that. It's very nice. And as we count from 3 to 1, Michael puts the map away.
It's like each letter is like a sensation or a feeling or something.
Okay.
More than like, yeah,
Like a vibration, maybe?
maybe, yeah.
Something like that.
Ooh, yeah, whew, like maybe a sound or something. Like, I don't know.
Okay. So not what we would consider what we do with our languages, but more of a different type.
It's different.
Okay. Now, is there any other names you do in Andromeda? Any other sounds that you want to share with us that you remember? That might have meant something, an area, location. Any come to mind? Okay. So as we count from 3 to 1, you're drifting along. We're looking here, we're in this area that you just described. And now from 3 to 1, each time we're going to get closer and closer to where we're going to end up. There's going to be, they're going to tell us what you see. So 3, closer and closer, 2, 1, and tell us where you are. What do you see?
It's like, it's still like a grayish, like whitish cloud, purple, pink thing, and there's like a pig-like animal next to me.
A pig-like
There's
animal.
there's a big snout. Big snout.
Interesting. So it looks sort of like a pig, but what? Why is this animal next to you? Do you know him? Or who? What is it?
I know this pig. It's like a pig human thing. It's like more, it's not like a pig it's not like hairy and has spots or anything. It's like a pig human. I don't know.
A pig human, okay. And why is he next to us? Is he important to us in this life? Why is he there?
Someone that's followed me.
Okay. Now, we're looking at the pig human mix or whatever. Yes or no? Is he one of your spirit guides also?
Yes.
Okay. And you been around him a long time? Or not?
Not too long.
Not too long, okay. So why is he here? Is he going to help us? He's just here?
I think this is like where he's from.
I see. Okay. So does he say that yes or no? Is that where he's from?
Yes.
Okay. Now, does he like that shape, or are there other shape like him in this area?
He can switch around to different shapes.
So he can like shapeshift?
Yeah, like he can be different shapes.
Okay. Does he like this shape more, or why do you pick this shape?
Yeah, I think he likes the color. He likes being pinkish.
Okay. He's like a big snout too, or what?
Yeah, like kind of like a wet.
So he likes
Pig or
that.
cow
He likes
nose.
that kind of nose.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, I want you to go to where we're at. He's with us. Michael's with us. Who else do you see again with us, roughly?
Who
else is
well,
with us?
it's Mary, Jesus, the monk, and the fairy bird
being?
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're all going to go. 3, 2, 1. We're all at this place. We're all here. Where are we? Why are we here?
We're in a room.
Describe that room.
It's completely white,
Okay. What else?
but it feels like all the walls are circular.
Okay.
And we're looking, we're all surrounding a big, like, mirror circle thing, and we can look into other things. Like, we can look into other star systems or something.
Oh, okay. So from this room, are you all in the middle of the room? Are you sitting down?
It's the middle of the room.
Okay. Are we at a table? Or are we all
We're
standing?
we're standing around this, like, it's not exactly a table. It's like built up and circular, and inside of it, it's large, and you can look into other other stars and galaxies and things, I think.
Okay.
But it feels like it could the image could change if we wanted to. Like, we can project what images we want onto it.
Okay. And why is it important that you're in this room right now?
It's connected to the water, that image thing.
Like, why are we here today?
It's somewhere that I go sometimes.
Okay, so you like the room.
Mm-hmm.
And what, do you go there to do what?
To just sort of in between, to reset.
Okay. All right, let's leave that room. Now, is there someplace we're going to go to review this life, or where do we go for that? Or is there no review?
We can, I mean, Jesus was like, we can review.
Well, let me add, that's nice. Thank you, Jesus. Glad you're with us. Does he tell you we've known each other a long time?
You and Jesus?
Yeah, what does he say about that?
Yeah, he nodded.
Okay. What about Michael?
Yeah, he nodded.
Mary?
Yeah, they're all nodding.
Great. Well, thank you. Thanks for coming today, too. But I guess we want to ask Jesus. Ask Jesus yes or no. Are we going to review this life you had, or what?
Yes.
All right, let's go there now. Let's get ready to review this life. So we're going to leave this circular room. And when I count from 3 to 1, you're going to take us to where we're going to review this life. So 3, 2, 1. And what do you see?
I see a room kind of like white with some wood, and there's sort of like not like bleachers, but there's different levels of steps, kind of, or not steps, but like seating.
Mm-hmm.
But no one's sitting in the upper levels.
Okay. And who's in the middle of this thing? Is there anyone, or are we just all sitting in the bleachers?
There's people up there.
Okay. Who are these people? Why are they there today?
They watch over. They've been watching over me.
All right. So the people in the audience or in the bleachers are people you've been associated with in other lives?
Yes.
Okay. I want to go and I want you to stand there. We got Michael on your side. We have your spirit guide. And what's your spirit guide wearing again? The one we talked about earlier?
He's wearing brown.
And what's his hair story?
He's bald.
He's bald, okay. You see his face clearer now? Does he look more, what does he look like?
Yeah, he's just like, he's like a larger nose, jolly cheeks.
Okay.
He's like Caucasian, you know.
Okay. So he is, good. So we're sitting there right now, and we're in the room where we're going to review that life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who's reviewing this life? Who do you see? Who's going to review this life? Describe how many people are there to me. How many beings are there at the table? And is there a table where you see some beings sitting or not?
Yeah, it's like like a dark brown kind of table desk thing. It's long. There's like, but it's kind of sort of gets higher in the middle, like it's taller in the middle, but it looks like there's 5, I think. Okay. 5.
So if you had to count, you see about 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, where is Jesus and Michael and Mother Mary at this point? Where are they?
They're like standing behind me.
Okay. So that's nice of them, right? Give you some
Yeah.
support. Good. So we're going to sit in front of these 5 beings, I presume.
Uh-huh.
And have you had this counsel before in other lives?
Yes.
So you're familiar with the counsel. Are you familiar with all of them?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to look at those 5. I want you to tell me what colors they're wearing and what colors are their soul.
They're dark purple.
So they're all dark purple. Every one of them? Is there anybody else besides dark purple? Is there any angels on your council or not? Or any of them angels?
They're on the side. There's 5 people that are dark purple, but on the side there's some angel like being that has like more blondish hair on the right side.
All right, what color is he?
I think it's a she, actually.
Okay, what color is she?
Lighter pinker, white, but I feel like there's like a drapey, scarfy, pinkish something, lightish pink.
Is she pretty powerful? What kind of energy does she give off?
It feels like sweet, like compassion energy.
Okay. Now, looking at the beings at the table.
Mm-hmm.
And yes or no, are they from Andromeda or where are they from? Are they from other galaxies or where?
Different place. The one all the way on the left feels Andromeda.
What about the second one?
Earth.
Third?
I don't know what that word is.
Okay, but it's not Earth.
It's not Earth. It's not Andromeda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could it be another star system? Yes or no?
Yes.
So it is another star system.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a star system we know today in our knowledge? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, it's a star system we know. What is that first letter of that star system that we know as scientists today or astronomers?
It's like an A or an E.
An A or an E?
It's like a noise. I don't know. That's
okay, but we know it. Is that correct?
It seems, yes.
All right, so that's the third being. And you said like an A. Is it a constellation? Is that star in a constellation we know or what?
Oh, it's Orion.
So you see Orion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And is he nodding yes or no? Is that where he's from?
It's not Orion. They're from Orion.
Right. Which star in Orion belt is, or not only the belt, but looking at Orion, looking at that star system, what's the first letter he tells you?
A. It feels like an A and an E again. I don't know.
All right. So he's saying he's from that star system, yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about the fourth being? Where's he from?
Earth. Yeah.
He feels like Earth also. Okay. What about the fifth?
I'm getting like an H feeling, like a hell. I don't.
Is it a star system we know? Where is it?
It's Earth. It's somewhere in Earth, actually.
Okay.
If it's H-E, something with H.
So about 2 or 3 of them are from Earth. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what colors are souls again, roughly?
They're dark purple.
Okay.
One is greenish, actually. I feel like there's like a tinge of green.
And which one would that be?
All the way on the right.
Okay. And is that one from Earth also?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see a green, and what other colors is it giving off?
It's like dark bluish purple.
So dark bluish purple.
Mm-hmm.
Are they on this panel? They don't quite have the. Does he not quite have the involvement of the other four, or do you know? Yes or no?
Maybe that's why the angel is next to him. Like learning to something, like he's next to the angel, so I don't know if there's
Now, is
something
angel
with that.
helping him with council decisions?
Yeah, like overseeing to make sure.
Okay, so is he kind of? He's not quite at the level of these deep purple. Council
Right, it might be
members.
like working towards it.
Gotcha. Now, who's in charge of the five?
The one in the middle.
Okay, and tell me about his energy. What does he feel like? If you had to describe that being, what would you do? What
Like
words?
lion, like a roar, like lion-y.
Okay, so is he pretty powerful?
Yes, there's like powerful energy.
Great. Now, do these members know me on this council? Yes or no?
Yes, they do.
Do they all know me?
Yeah.
Okay. If I worked with them in the past, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so they know me pretty well.
Yeah.
Do they like the work we're doing for people here now?
Yeah, they need it.
Okay, so they think it's important.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's look at that life. We got the one in charge in the middle of the five. How did you do in that life? Did you pass all your lessons or what? Where did you fall short or where did you succeed? Can you give us some of that?
I learned a lot. I learned abilities and things, but I didn't speak up for myself enough.
Okay.
I was too like, I should have just like been a little more forceful or something.
Okay. And what else?
Oh, it feels like with my wife's sickness, something about not speaking up enough, and that bothered me.
Okay, so you took that back, is that correct? Mm-hmm. And what else did you do in that life that you wish you maybe changed? What else? If you could go back and redo it, what would that be?
I think I learned more.
Okay, you would try to learn more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as we're sitting there reviewing this life, and just give us correct answers, don't analyze it. What color is your soul?
It feels bluish green.
So kind of a bluish green or kind of a greenish blue?
It's like dark blue with a little bit of green in there.
Okay. Now, are you advancing closer to blue? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, it just feels like swirls of green in there, but it's mainly like blueberry.
Okay, nice. Pretty color, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. And so how do they think you did overall in that life?
Good, I've gained good skills.
You gained good skills. And what other wisdom? How does that life pertain to this life? Why do they show us that life?
Working with vibration.
Okay, and are you doing that now in this life?
It feels like I need to acclimate more with vibration. I need to work on stuff with vibration more.
Okay. Would that be music or light or what? Or in your healing practice, or why would you need to know more about vibration?
Yeah, for healing. It feels like through movement and through sound. I see like see like hands moving.
Okay.
Like almost weaving, like a weaving hands, like light hands, and sound, and like uttering sounds or making noises to open like vibrational portals or something.
Would that be similar to what we do here on Earth with chanting and things like that with Tibetan monks, or something a little different than what we've already seen on Earth?
It feels not like chant. It doesn't feel. It feels more like it's not Tibetan. It's not Tibetan.
Well, I didn't think it was, but
Yeah.
What would you compare it to? If you could make some comparison, or is there nothing to compare it to?
It's just going like ah, and then light comes out.
Okay, so is the light coming out of what?
Like my mouth.
Okay, so there's light coming out. That's fine.
So it's like through sound, healing vibrations, sort of.
Okay.
Through different movements and sounds. It
And
feels
anything
like.
you should work on that more now? Maybe figure out some of that stuff, or what?
Yeah, like there's something here. Something needs to open more.
All right, so are they saying your throat chakra is a little bit closed? Yes.
If
or
that
no?
will open more will come out.
Okay. Now, looking at what we're doing here today, you feel like you did, I guess Jesus, nodding yes or no, that you did pretty well in that life overall?
Yeah, I was kind and compassionate.
What else? What other traits were you good at? What did you have?
I was intuitive. I I worked well. Like, I worked well with others.
Okay.
The guy liked me. I would get along well with him.
Okay.
Kind.
That's nice. And what was that life? Was that your last life, or was there one in between that one and this one? How many lives were between that life?
I think 2 in between.
So 2 in between. Okay. But that was a pivotal life for you in this life. Is that correct?
Something regarding, yeah, but I guess doing the vibrational stuff.
Okay. So that's good. All in all, I think you did pretty well. And that's great. And in this life, if we, with Jesus and Michael here and your spirit guides, and you're also the counsel. Has this counsel been with you in other lives?
Yes.
So they know you very well.
Yeah.
They know you about everything. Is that correct? Okay. So if I could ask the council, with their permission, gratitude, how are you doing in this life now as you who you are now? How are you doing?
Moseying along, but I'm doing well.
Okay. Are you working toward your soul purpose here and your soul path?
It's like a crack of light is opening, and more will open more and more and more.
As you go forward. Okay.
It's
Now,
like
besides Reiki and shamanism, is there anything else they're saying, hey, you might want to check this out too? Is there anything else that they can tell you telepathically that you see in your mind? That the council is saying, hey, maybe look in this area as well. Is there anything?
I'm just seeing a lot of light coming out of my forehead.
Okay, what does that mean?
Just like working on opening that area, I suppose.
Okay. So are they saying you need to open your pineal gland more, yes or no?
Yes.
All right, so the pineal gland, and what about the throat chakra? You should
Yes.
open that more. Good. Now, looking at the throat chakra, is there any past that we get a quick scene in your mind that might have been the reason why this is closed now or not open as much as it could be? Why is it out of balance?
I was hung.
You were hung by the neck,
Yeah.
I presume. All right, so now, let's just not react. We're not getting emotional.
It's okay.
We're just relaxing. And when was that life that you were hung? Was that in between the one we just reviewed and this one?
Yes.
Okay. And I want you to go to that scene, and we're just observing, just getting information to help you in this life. We're not tied to that life anymore. But we don't want to allow some of that throat chakra to be closed because of that with the hanging. So I want you to begin to feel as I count from 3 to 0. You can start to feel all that subconscious pain and anxiety starting to drift out of you, starting to feel more complete. And you're starting to feel your throat chakra opening, knowing that the life you were hung was just alive, and you don't need to carry that anymore. You don't need to carry that fear, that pain. So as I count from 3 to 1, as we go down to 2, you can start to begin to feel your throat chakra opening up even more. Feeling yourself, allowing it to drift away. Starting to feel more relaxed. Letting the fear just ebb out of you as you've seen your mind's eye. You can see the golden and green healing energies that you brought in earlier. You begin to feel that in the throat chakra area. Not only relaxing that, but did that also have something to do with your jaw tightness and jaw pain in this life, that hanging, or was that something else?
That's something else.
All right, well, let's look at the hanging and just go with that at first. So as I count from 3 to 1, I want you to release that pain, release that stress and that fear. Just let it go, knowing you're immortal. And that was just another life, another illusion that you went through for experience to gain. Can you do that?
It was because I was like making things and trying to help people, and I talked too much, and it got me in trouble.
Okay, now where were you when this happened? What do you see? What color were you?
I'm white. I'm a female.
You're a white female, okay. What country were you in? Do you see that? Where were you located?
The U.S.
So you're in the U.S. So you were hung. If we had a picture a year in your mind, it's like that from 3 to 1. 3, 2, 1, 0. What number pops in your mind? What year do you think it was that you were hung? Just don't analyze it. Just kind of go with what you feel.
I'm not sure if it is the U.S. actually.
Okay. So as we examine that a little more, it's not the U.S.
1632 is the year, but I'm not sure it's the U.S.
All right, so let's look at that a little more. So you feel it was around that time. Was that the day you were hung? Or the year you were hung?
Yeah.
Tell me what day that was. Remember the day in the month?
Thursday.
And what day was that?
It was a Thursday of May.
Thursday in May. What number was that date? What was the number?
19th.
So you were hung on what day? Give me that day.
Thursday, May 19th.
And what year again?
1632.
Okay. What was your name? What was your first name?
Alice.
What was your last name? What do you see?
Or Han some.
Take your time.
Han something. Hanley, maybe?
Okay. Look at your mind again and see if Michael nods yes or no. Was that the name?
Hanley?
What is Michael or Jesus? Do they nod yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was your name. Now, were you in the U.S., yes or no? Was Michael
Europe.
nodding? You were in Europe, okay. Where in Europe? Roughly.
It kind of feels like England or Ireland, something around there.
Let's narrow it down.
Europe.
Let's ask Jesus or Michael. Was it England, yes or no?
No, Ireland.
So it was Ireland. Okay, good. So we have Ireland.
Uh-huh.
And you were a female, you said?
I was a female.
And how old were you when you were hung, roughly?
I wasn't. Maybe like 30s, maybe.
What do you look like?
Long brown hair. Where I wore like a long, like white, tannish white dress with like a capey thing over me, kind of. Not like a cape, like a scarf or something sort of thing.
And were you pretty in that life, or kind of average for that year, or what was it?
I had very like white, clear skin.
Okay. And it was
blue eyes.
You thought it was Ireland. What town or what city would that be, in your opinion? Where were you near?
Done.
Okay, take your time. You got done. What was the second syllable? You just look at it in isolation. What was the second syllable? What did that look like?
Dungani.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. I think I know what you're saying. Let's do the first letter. What letter was it?
D.
Second letter.
U.
Third.
N.
Fourth.
G.
Fifth.
This is where I don't. It's for some reason words are really hard.
That's all right. Just relax. Was it 2 syllables or 3? How many
3.
syllables?
It feels like 3.
Feels like 3. Okay. Now look at a map of Ireland. Were you in the northern or southern part? Yes or no? Which part? What are they telling you?
Towards the south.
So you're toward the south, and it was around what year again?
1632.
What year did they hang? What day and month did they? What day of the week did they hang you?
Thursday.
So you're pretty much sure that that's what it was, correct?
Thursday feels right.
Good. What was your name again?
Alice.
Alice what?
Hanley?
Does Hanley feel right, yes or no?
I don't know about the last name, but the H feels like it. Alice feels right. The H feels right. I'm not sure about the whole last name.
Well, let's ask Michael or Jesus again, yes or no. Let's see which one they nod. Is her last name Hanley? Yes or no?
It feels more like Henley. I don't know.
Okay. Are you Irish?
Yes.
Or what are you?
Yes.
Oh, you are Irish, okay. Were you married in that life?
No.
You were not married? Mm-mm. Okay. Did you have children or not?
No.
No, okay. And how old were you when you died roughly again?
30-something.
Okay. And they hung you why? What was the reason?
It feels like I was like a school teacher, but on the side I would like help and heal people kind of, and word got out about it and they didn't like that.
Okay. Now, yes or no, were you charged as a witch or what were you charged as?
It was like poisoning people.
They said you were poisoning people?
It's like I would give them things to make them feel better.
Okay.
But then they would say that I would give them things to make them feel worse, so they would come back to make them feel better, kind of thing.
Now, was this an Irish town, or did it have anything to do with What church? What did that have to do with the church at the time?
The church didn't like. Yeah, it was like the church that didn't like me.
Okay. Did they not like others that were doing similar things at that time?
Right, because that felt like it was.
Okay. Now, besides you, did they hang other people that same day? Or what?
Not that day. I feel like someone named Sarah or something. Like my friend.
Okay.
She was all. She wasn't hung actually, but she was like really upset about it.
And what was her last name? Do you remember?
Gary.
Okay. Was she was Irish also?
Mhm.
And did you know her from your youth or town or what? How'd you know Sarah?
I think we were like cousins.
Cousins. Okay.
Mhm.
So were you friends also? I presume.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like her a lot?
Yeah, and I think I really helped her a lot, and she wanted to protect me. She wanted to be like, no, don't. This is true. You know, like she's good. She's not bad. She was really upset.
So she tried to defend you.
Yeah.
Did you have a trial or what happened? What do you see? Do you see any trial or they just hang you up? How'd that work? Go to that scene.
There wasn't a trial. It felt like a bunch of people came to my house. They had like a paper posted like, and then they just took me. But the village knew. They knew about it. And they took me.
Well, that's sad. So we're just observing. Don't get caught up in it. So I want you to begin to see in that life and see all the pain disappear, all the fear, all the anxiety that life caused. And you feel it begin to just exit you knowing it was just a life. And you can let anything go that was in your subconscious. And you're beginning to feel your throat chakra opening up more and more, knowing you can release all that pain. Allow that life just to go away and just to relax, knowing it was just one life of many you've had. Can you do that for me?
Mm.
Can you just let it go? Just relax. So I'm going to count from 3 to 1. You're going to feel your throat chakra opening up more. And you're going to feel all the trauma and pain associated with that life starting to ebb away. Ebb away. Just as like you're just like you're observing. Just you know it's just another life and you want to let it go. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I want you to let that go and just let all the pain with that life that was associated with it. I want to just leave your body knowing that it's just a life. And you've learned from that life. You were doing good work for people. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I want you to go to that moment. We're just observing.
That guy's there. The guide.
The guide is there with us.
The monkey guide. The monk guide, not a monkey.
Okay, the monk. Okay, he's with us. Who else is with us at this time, this hanging? That you're just observing. Who else is with us?
Mary.
Okay, Mary's with us, and who else?
It just feels like Mary and him right now.
Okay, Mary and him.
Mm-hmm.
And are they standing there as, what do they look like as they're standing? Are they beings? Are they spirits? Do they have human form? Or what do they look like?
They're like, no one can, they're just watching over me.
Okay. Can anybody else see them besides you?
I don't think so.
Could you see them in that light before you were hung?
No.
But you didn't know they were, did you believe in, were you religious in that life or not?
I had faith in magic, but I didn't have faith in the church.
So, did you know Mary was there when you were hung or not?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Now, I'm sure that was traumatic.
But the guy feels like he was like... No, I guess he's... It almost feels like he was there too in that life. But...
What role did he play? Were you related to him in that life?
No, it kind of feels like he was just my watch. He was like a watcher. He watched over me.
Okay. Now, did you ever see him, or did he just kind of follow you around invisible? How'd that work?
I think, if anything, I would feel his presence, or maybe, like, see him in my dreams, but I didn't, like, I don't think he was a friend or anything that would, like, come to me in human form, kind of.
I understand.
But I feel like I recognized him more than Mary in that experience.
Okay. That's very interesting. So we're going to go to the hanging. I want you to relax and let all that negativity flow out of you. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Let it go. It's another life and another illusion, and you've lived through that life and had those experiences. You help people. Now, what else in that life? If we had to go right to death, right when you came down and saw, can you see your body?
I see my feet hanging.
You see your feet hanging. And what kind of shoes do you have on your feet? What do you see?
They're, like, really dirty.
So
They're dirty. They're just dirty, like boot type things.
So they're kind of old and dirty. Is that correct? Okay. Did you? What were you wearing again?
It was like a whitish, tannish, long dress thing with a scarf.
And what day, month, and year was that again?
1632, May, Thursday.
And what day?
18th?
Does 18th sound right?
19th? 18th or 19th?
Okay. All right. That's fine. So now you see yourself hung. Do you see yourself coming out of your body? 3, 2, 1. You see
Yeah,
that
I went
image?
up.
Where did you go?
Up to the sky.
Okay. Did you just come out of your body, or what did you feel at that point?
I kind of just like... It felt like a squeezing toothpaste out of a tube, like, and then I just left.
Did you come out through your head, or where did
Out
you
of my
come out?
head. Out of my head.
Okay. So your body was there. How long did you struggle when you were hung? Was it pretty quick? Did it snap your neck or not? Yes or no?
Snap my neck.
So you snapped your neck. Okay. So it was pretty quick, correct? You didn't
Yeah.
suffocate.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was fast.
Yeah.
All right, you came out of your body. Then where did you? 3, 2, 1. Where did you go? What do you see next? What's the scene?
I'm up in the sky.
All right, where are you going? Do you know where you're going?
Just kind of floating around up there.
Okay. Do you know you're dead? Do you know you passed on?
Yes.
Okay. And how high up above the gallows did you go, roughly?
I'm like above the sun, but I can see all the way down.
So you can see the earth from where you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's like I'm up, but I can like shoot my vision all the way down, and it can be very clear to where my body is hanging.
Oh, wow. Okay. So describe that more to me. Did you just have that talent or that ability or what?
Why? I don't know. I'm just like I'm just like out of my body, and I'm all the way up, but I can still like shoot down and see where I am.
That fast?
Yeah.
Is it like how fast? Give me an example.
It's like I'm looking around, and then I look down, and it's like zoom.
Just
I'm
you're right
all the
there.
way into
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Now, that's interesting. Now, what I want to do is you're up in space, and you said what? You're near the sun?
I'm above the sun. It's like where
So
it's darker. It gets darker up there. It keeps being darker.
Okay, well, that's pretty neat. Now, I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And is your monk spirit guide looking guy still with us? Who else is with us out in space?
The fairy butterfly lady.
She's back again. Does she go to all your deaths or lives or what?
Most of them.
So she's been around a lot. And you trust and like her or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sweet.
she's a neat person, a neat being. Who else is with us? Whose presence do you sense?
A whale.
You have a whale with us out in space?
Yeah.
That's okay. Anything's possible, so you don't have to. Describe the whale to me. Why is the whale with us? And how big is he?
Big. Like at least 5 times my size.
Okay. And why is a whale with us out in space? Can you tell me that?
It's like the whale beings also watch me.
The whale beings.
The whale beings watch me.
Okay, where are they from?
Andromeda.
So you're saying the whale beings are from Andromeda
It feels
also?
like they're from Andromeda, yeah.
Okay. Are they, let's describe, what do they look like? Besides being big, what else?
He's blue, darkish blue, but like whiter gill things on the side.
Do they need water, or they don't seem to need water?
No, it's just they're like floating in the air. It's like whale spirit beings.
Okay. Do they know you well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
And why
sitting
are
on
they-
his back.
Are they escorting us back to Andromeda, or where are we going? Where are we going to go to review that life? Where are we going?
I think we're going to the moon.
All right, so I'm going to count from 3, 2 to 1. I want your mind's eye to open up. All the pain from the hanging's gone. Your throat chakra is completely open now. You're not going to have to worry about that anymore. Because you know you feel free from that trauma. Your subconscious has been cleared. And I want you to describe, but where are you? Are you near the moon or on the moon? What's going on?
It's that same shooting tunnel, but I do feel like it's like white. There's, well, now I'm out of the shooting tunnel, but white, mountainy, cliffy things, but not really big. Maybe it is the moon.
Okay, now does it look barren, or who else?
Yeah, it's like pretty. It's just like white. It's just like whitish.
Okay, now I want to ask: is Michael with us now still, or not? Can he come along if we want him to?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's bring Michael and Jesus along. Is his
Okay.
mother Mary going with us too?
Yeah.
All right, so they're all going, and we're all going on this journey together.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to tell me when I count from 3 to 2 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell me if Jesus or your spirit guide or Michael or anyone is nodding yes or no. Is this the moon?
Yes.
It is the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And why are we going back to the moon? Is that where you return to after that life?
Yeah, sometimes I go to the moon.
Okay. Well, let's go. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. And let's go in front of who's going to review the net life, okay?
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1. We're in front of your council.
Mm.
And we're on the moon, yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, who's on this council?
They have like more yellowiness, or like they're purple, but they have like gold around their heads more this time.
Huh.
They look different.
Are they not the same council as that other life or not? Or they just look different, yes or no?
I feel like the energy just feels different. They might be the same people. I think they're the same.
All right, let's ask Michael. Yes or no? How's he nodding his head? Is that the same council as the other life?
Yes.
Okay, the same.
Mostly.
All right, what's the changes? Who's not there out of that original 5?
There's more.
So there's more reviewing this life now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If counted 3 to 1. 3, 2, 1. You're standing in there.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, Mary, your spirit guide, the fairy angel, and Jesus are with us.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking ahead at who's there. How
Mm-hmm.
many people are on that council this time?
There's 5, but there's animals.
All right, describe the animals to me.
There's a cheetah or a leopard.
Okay.
He's like right behind the people on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why is he there? Is he one of your spirit guides or totems or what?
It's a power energy for me.
So, and what kind of an animal is it again?
He's like a cheetah thing, like a big cat with
Okay.
spots.
Is he pretty powerful?
Yeah.
Now, if he did not appear in the cheetah form,
Mm-hmm.
in your mind's eye, describe the form he primarily
It
takes.
would be a gold ball. It would be like gold. It's just like golden light.
Golden light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And is he of the angelic realm, or where's he from?
It's primal. It's primal light. It's like more earthy primal energy.
Okay. And how long has his soul been around, roughly, or their soul?
Long.
Okay. Way before your incarnation?
Yes.
Okay.
He watched my incarnation.
Oh, you watched it. Okay. Was your first incarnation on Earth, or where was it? What do they think?
No.
Where did you spark out from? Where do you think your first incarnation was?
I want to say the moon.
So you think you came from the moon originally when you sparked out? Is that correct?
It's possible.
All right. Let's ask Michael. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you came from the moon. Michael says yes, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus also saying yes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they are. I'm not questioning either one of them. So you incarnated out. Was your first life on the moon?
But I was like bacteria. I wasn't like anything exciting on the moon. I was just like,
That's okay.
yeah.
So you were like bacteria.
Yeah.
And how old was the moon at this time? How long ago was that roughly?
635. 635.
Now, is that thousands of years or what? What do you see? Let me ask you this. We'll go back to Michael and Jesus. We'll let them do it together if they want. Is it where you sparked out more than 1 billion years ago, yes or no?
No.
Was it 500,000 years ago, yes or no?
500,000. Yes.
Okay, was it 700 million, 600, what was it?
635.
So you think it was 635 million years ago, or was it 1,000?
1,000 sounds better.
Okay, so let's ask Michael and Jesus. Did her soul first spark out 635,000 years ago, yes or no?
No.
All right, how old then? How long? Let me ask Michael, then Jesus. Was it more than a million years? Yes or no?
Yes.
Was it 2 million years? Yes or no?
No.
So was it like in the middle, 1.5, or where? Roughly. 1.25 million?
1635.
So 1,635,000 years ago? Does that sound right? Is Jesus and Michael nine, yes or no?
Yes, but that seems like a really long time.
Well, it is. People have old souls. So you think your soul, yes or no, looking at Michael and Jesus, your soul sparked out about 1.635 million years ago. Is that correct? Yes or no? What are they saying?
Yes, but I took breaks. I wasn't like active the whole time, like on.
Well, no, you
on
went back
lessons.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many lives? So we had to put in numbers. Since you sparked out, what? How long ago was it again, roughly? What did they say? What did they say to you? Give me that number.
1635.
So okay, so about 1.635 million. Is that correct? Yes or no? What's
Yes.
Michael saying?
Yes.
Okay. So we narrowed that down. Now, and you were what? You said, what were you again when you first sparked out?
It was like bacteria or
Right.
something.
Were you growing on the surface or were you
On the
inside
surface.
the
I was on the
moon?
surface.
Okay. Were you in an area that was like a frozen methane water mix, or what was it? What did you grow out of?
I was like on a rocky thing.
And what did you live on? How did you survive as bacteria?
It felt like more like lichen or like you know, like a moss, but maybe not moss. Some sort of
Okay.
like planty something, but like small.
Okay. So you started out as almost like a bacteria, and then that was your first incarnation. And you stayed there for a while. Then what was your second one after that? What do you see roughly? After the bacteria life, what happened?
I see like fish,
Or do you think you became a fish?
like a dolphin or something, maybe.
Okay. And where was that dolphin located? Where's your second life? take
Pacific
place?
in the earth.
So it was on the Earth,
Ah,
right? Is that true? Your second life?
I guess so.
Well,
That
you
doesn't
saw your
make sense,
dolphin.
but time-wise, that doesn't make sense.
Well, don't try to analyze.
I know, I'm
It's not worth it.
analyzing.
Just let it go and just say what you think. You don't need to analyze because no, the timeline does make sense. There was dolphins 1.6 million years ago. And you might have taken a break and come back a million years. No, dolphins have been around a long time. So do you see yourself as a dolphin? Yes or
In
no?
the Pacific Northwest.
All right, you're off the coast?
Mm-hmm.
And how long did you stay as a dolphin, roughly?
15, 20 years.
Okay, you lived about 15 or 20. Did you, as a dolphin, now looking at Earth dolphins today, a lot of them are pretty smart, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Were you a smart dolphin? Or what? Or
I
did
was
you,
like average.
okay, did you know you were a dolphin?
Yeah.
Did you have a conscious?
It was
did you just
beginning.
kinda-
It was like starting, yeah.
So it was starting to open up for you a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. Okay, so you lived about 15 or 20 years as a dolphin. What was the third life after that? What do you see in your mind, visual? Don't try to analyze
A
it.
tree.
So you think maybe you came back as a tree?
A tall tree.
A tall tree. Okay, that's fine. You can take a lot of forms. And that was like your third life. And what kind of tree were you? Do you remember?
Very tall, like maybe a redwood. I don't know. It feels like a South American tree, but very tall.
Okay. Now, was it near where you were before? Did you go back to where that 1818 life was, or what? Or 1819? What?
It feels more South American. Yeah.
So farther south than where you were at in that other life?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you were a tree. That's very interesting. And then you went and had another life. What was your fourth life after the tree? Roughly. What do you see? What visual?
I'm a baby.
All right. Is this your first human form?
Yes.
Okay. Was it on Earth?
Yes.
Okay. So let's look at that life real quick. Okay. So you feel, and looking at Michael and Jesus and Mary, are they all nodding, and your spirit guide, are they all saying, yes, you were a baby in your fourth life, correct or not?
Yes.
Were you a male or female?
Female.
How long did you live?
2 months.
You only lived 2 months. So it was a quick in and out. Is that correct? And then where'd you go from there?
Back
Where-
up
Back up.
to
Okay.
the stars.
Now, did you go back to the stars or the moon, or where did you go this time? Did you go to another location?
I just feel like it's like in between. Like I don't know what the location is, but it's just like a blanket of stars.
Okay. Now, let's go forward. We got pretty much those 4 lives. Let's go forward. Let's go all the way up. You had what year was that one life in the woods in South America? What year was that again?
1819.
Okay, 1819. Now, let's go forward. And then you had the life where you got hung, correct?
Yeah.
All the throat chakra's open. All that pain's gone. Is that correct?
Yeah, it feels better.
Feels a lot better? Good. You're going to keep letting it open up when you listen to this. Every time you listen to this, it's going to open up more and more and more until pretty soon you won't notice anything. Okay? And how's your jaw pain? Do you feel it's starting to ebb away from the energy or not?
I mean,
just relax.
It doesn't bother me right now.
Right. But if you listen to this, it will relax it more. Is that correct? So and you don't even have to listen to this. You can count in your mind's eye when you feel that tension build up. And let's look at that tension of the jaw right now. And what was that life associated? Was it recently or how far back was that tension? Where'd that come from?
There's like a bar in my mouth.
You saw a bar in your mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
And like what was that bar? Describe that. What do you look like? Are you human or what are you?
I am human.
Okay.
But I wasn't treated like I was human.
I understand. What color was your skin?
Light brownish.
Light brownish, okay. And you had a bar in your mouth. And why would you have that? Were you a slave, yes or no?
Yeah.
You were, okay. Now, and your skin was what color again?
Light brownish.
Light brown. How old were you, roughly? Were you male or female?
Male.
How old, roughly?
20s, maybe.
Okay. So, where were you from? Where did they capture you to be a slave?
It kind of feels like Northern Africa or Europe or something.
Well, let's narrow it down. Let's go first.
Like maybe not Egypt, but like in between, like right at the top of Africa, perhaps.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Okay. And when you look at that life.
Tunisia.
Okay. Is that what popped in your head?
Okay.
And looking at that area, so you were from, is Michael saying yes or no, Tunisia?
Yes.
Good. Now, looking at that life, how old are you again when you saw that picture of the bar?
Like 20-ish.
Okay. What was your name?
Jamil? Jamil?
Okay. And what was your last name? Do you have one?
I don't know it. I don't know.
Do you know who your parents are?
Yeah,
I see
them.
Parents?
I can see them.
Okay.
Like, I think they were passed, but I can visualize them.
You can visualize them, okay. Where are they from? Did they come from Tunisia as well? So were you born there? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how old were you when you were captured? Was it at 20 or was it earlier?
15-ish.
You were 15-ish, okay. And who captured you? What do they look like?
They took me because I guess they would use me for labor, but I didn't follow directions or something, so that was like a punishment, was the bar, something about the bar in my mouth, or I don't really know.
All right.
Or maybe that was me trying to get out, was like gnawing on a bar, I don't really know.
Okay.
Ugh.
So you're trying to that's okay, just relax. It's just another life. I want you to count, when I count from 3 to 1, I want you to start to begin to allow yourself to relax in that life. Just observing. I want you just to relax and realize, yes, it was a tough life, obviously, but it was another illusion. It was just experiences that you gained. I want you to release all the tension, anxiety, and fear with that life. So as I count from 3 to 1, you're beginning to feel not only the healing we were doing earlier with the golden green lights in your jaw, but now you're starting to feel all the pain dissipate from that experience. You're feeling it starting to fade away. As you can see in your mind's eye, that light just kind of passing away. Knowing you've learned from it and you're going to release all the fear and trauma. And allow your mind to fill with that golden light again. You can begin to feel it coming back in. Making those images of your life as a slave with the bar in your mouth. You're starting to see that fade away, being replaced in your mind by just golden light. Allowing the golden light to take over and release all that negativity in your mind. Feeling it all starting to flow away out of your subconscious. Allowing yourself just to be free of this trauma and this time. So as I count from 3 to 1, you're going to continue to drift down. Allowing that image starting to fade away. Knowing it was just life, one life of many you've had. Allowing yourself just to be okay with that. And you forgive those that took you as a slave. And I want you to release that and forgive those that hurt you. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to let that go and release it. They know they did wrong and they're karmically going to pay some price for that. So I want you to just release that pain, kind of let it go as you drift down, and I want you to let it go. Can you let it go?
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to let go of all the pain from being hung. Your throat chakra is opening up more as you drift down from 3 to 2 to 1. Feeling that light also fade away, that image of being hung, fade out of your mind, to where it's just being replaced by this beautiful golden divine light that Michael and Jesus and Mary and your spirit guide and your fairy being are bringing in your mind. Can we do that?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to let it all go because you're going to here to help you. And that was just another life, and you're going to let it all go. So I want your jaw to just relax. I want you not to feel the bar in your mouth anymore in that life. All that subconscious memories are being erased. And you're allowing yourself to drift down deeper and deeper. Feeling all the pain go away. Allowing yourself just to relax. Letting all the stress, anxiety, and fear dissipate. Do you see it dissipating as the golden light works on your jaw?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel the taste of that metal fading from your memories?
Mm-hmm.
Can you let it all go and just realize it was life and be free in this life today?
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to let all that go. All the pain in the throat chakra from that life. All the jaw pain. And let's tell me why you have intestinal issues. What's causing that? What do you see in your mind? Is there another life or another scene? Or does it relate to the ones we've already looked at?
I feel like I've seen like there were worms at one time in it.
In your intestinal tract?
Yeah.
All right, I want you to let that go. Let all that golden light is here killing all the worms.
Like someone fed me snakes or worms or something, and I feel like I was fed something and there are worms in me or something.
Okay, I want you to let all that memory go.
Oof.
I know, just let it go. I want you to begin to let it drift out of you, knowing the golden and the green light is taking all that away. It's not in this life. Your stomach is fine in this life. These are just past memories that you're dredging up. So let all that go, knowing you're immortal. And that you can cleanse yourself with healing lights anytime you want to. And you can always call on the powers of Jesus, Michael, Mary, your fairy being, your spirit guides, and your counsel's here to help us too. Is your counsel nodding her head yes or no that they keep following you and helping you in this life?
Yeah, I wasn't seeing them at that time, but yeah.
Okay, so they're saying yes now. You kind of see them now. Good. So are they all saying they're going to be with you and protect you and allow all these negative things to drift out, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So anytime you start to feel your stomach hurt, anytime you feel your jaw ache, anytime you feel your throat constricted, you're going to see in your mind's eyes, you count from 5 to 0 in your mind while you're by yourself. And each number you count down, you're going to see this beautiful flow of golden and healing energies flowing through you. Can you do that now?
Mm-hmm.
You have the ability to heal yourself. You know that now. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you can get rid of all this negativity. So open up your mind and allow all the light to shine through all these dark times. And they're fading away now. They're fading away in this beautiful golden divine light in your mind. Can you do that? Just put them away as like old memories and old photo albums that don't affect you in this life?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I want you to let it all go. Do you feel it fading out of you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that's been causing your pain and now you're going to release all of it?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I want you to do that. I count from 3 to 1. All the pain is gone from those traumas. 3, feeling stronger and stronger, more immortal, more powerful. 2, feeling so good inside, feeling energetic, feeling yourself bursting with this new power. 1, feeling all the negativity drift away, feeling your whole body cleansed, all the sciatic nerve pain drifting away, and whatever memories that was associated with, you see it lighting up like golden light also. So all the negativity in your life, all in the past, all the past lives, you see it just being put away. Not to hurt you anymore and harm you and make you have pain physically in this life. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Lock it all away. Put it behind a golden vault and seal it in your mind. Those are just records. They do not affect you in this life. Can you do that for us?
Mm-hmm.
So good. Let it all go. 3, 2, 1. All that pain's gone from your jaw. It's going to go away. You're going to keep feeling it go away. You're so relaxed. And when your jaw starts to hurt, I want you to visualize that golden light and that green healing energy washing over it. The bar is gone. You are free.
There's something else, though.
Go ahead.
It wasn't just that. I don't know, on the right side, there's something else.
All right, let's go look at that for a minute on the right side.
I think I know what this one is.
Go ahead and tell me what you think it is.
A cannonball.
Okay, you see like a cannonball in your mind?
I've seen this life before.
That's fine. Now describe that. What war were you in?
It was in the United States. I was like a patriot.
Okay, and what else?
I didn't want to fight it, but I did.
You fought in the war as a patriot, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And where were you located when this cannonball?
It was in like New England, yeah.
Okay. And which war was this again? You were a patriot. What war
It
were
was
we
like
talking
the
about?
American Revolutionary War, perhaps.
All right. And how old were you when you got hit by this cannonball,
I was
roughly?
like young.
Did it hit you in the face or what?
My right side.
Okay, so you
Right
felt
jaw.
the cannonball hit you.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to release all that energy and allow that right side to heal from the cannonball. Allowing it to fade away as well, knowing it's an illusion. Knowing, yes, you were there, but the reality is you don't have to hold that pain in this life. So I want you to allow all that pain from the cannonball start to fade away out of your mind as you drift down deeper and deeper. And as we count from 3 to 1, you can feel the fear and the hurt drifting away from that hit on your side. Allowing all that to fade away and feeling so much better inside. Do you let that pain go from the cannonball?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I want you to let it drift away. And it's also going to join the other ones that cause you pain in this life, physical pain. Mm-hmm. You're going to allow the throat to clear. You're allowing your jaw to feel better. You don't feel the pain from any bars in your mouth. You don't feel the cannonball strike anymore. You're not going to feel the hanging. All that is being locked away behind these golden doors. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to put it away, and they're just memories, but you don't have to revisit them or suffer from them. You've learned from those lives, and every life you have, painful, traumatic, or good and happy, are always going to just be memories that you don't have to carry into this life, okay? That's just a life you grew from with experiences. You didn't want to be there, but you were, and you're okay with that because you can feel the pain dissipating.
Mm-hmm.
You want to let it all go. You want to let it go to where you don't feel it anymore. And you're going to allow yourself to let those traumatic events fade from your mind, and you're going to allow not only to fade from your mind, but you're going to feel this soothing, healing, immortal energy you have. So anytime you feel pain in the jaw, the intestine, the sciatic nerve, the throat, the head, if you have headaches, you're going to be able to call in when you count from 5 to 0. You're going to call in the archangels, your spirit guides. Counsel's going to always be behind you in every life. And you know that that's an illusion. You're going to allow all this pain to fade away. Can you do that now?
Mm-hmm.
So I want it all to fade. As I count from 3 to 1, each time down, you're going to feel it fade more and more. Fade more and more. 3, down to 2. Allowing your jaw to relax, allowing all the pain to drift away. And as we drift down to 1, your jaw begins to feel different now. You can feel the healing energy still doing its work. And those healing energies will continue after this recording, after we stop. They're going to continue on through your life. And you're going to feel that nice relief to where you don't feel the jaw pain anymore. And you're not going to feel the sciatic nerve pain. And you're not going to visualize your intestine having things in it, because you're going to fill it full of golden green light. And when it goes in there, there's nothing there anymore. Nobody fed you anything. They're all locked. All these memories, the traumatic past, are all going to be locked behind these beautifully gold divine doors. So you can go forward in this life healthy, happy, and feeling good. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Good. And you can always go back and listen to this again. And you will get rid of all the pain again when it hurts. Okay? And I want this power to continue to build within you. I want you to feel that strength and power coming down from the divine, helping you in this life to complete your lesson so you can help others.
Mm-hmm.
So the healthier you are, the more you can be able to do for others. You know that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to release all this negativity, all this pain, This pain is not serving you to help others. Is that correct?
Mm.
It's not helping you, is it?
No, it's distracting.
That's right. So we don't want to be distracted anymore, do we? We want to go forward powerful and invincible, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you are
Mm-hmm.
powerful and invincible. You just have to know that. And allow your mind just to open up and say, you know what? It's like doing a spring cleaning in your mind. To where you go in there with a laser light and everything is just disappearing that hurt you before. All through your body, you're going to feel that golden light in every cell. And every cell is going to be very healthy going forward. You're going to release all the distracting pain from the jaw. All the distracting pain around the neck. Any sciatic nerve pain. And can you give me a quick example of why you might have sciatic nerve pain in this life? Is it from this life or another life?
I feel like I was like shot in the butt.
Okay, well you could have been. Okay. But I want you to release that pain where you maybe feel that trauma, that old energy, that imprint. I want all that to fade away. Allow the golden energy. It's going to heal anything you've had in the past. Any life where you've had trauma. I want you, when you feel any of these pains return, are new pains. And they could be related to something in the past that's affecting you physically now. So what you want to do is you want to allow all that to drift away. Allow all that to leave you. Can you do that right now?
Mm-hmm.
So as we count down to 3 and you feel like you were shot, that's all gone. Those are just memories, part of the illusion. You're going to let it go. All that negativity is going to drain out of you. And you're going to feel so much more refreshed and alive today. And you're going to feel that way going forward. And all this pain is going to begin to leave you. And you don't need it anymore. Anytime you feel the pain, you're going to visualize those golden doors. You're going to lock that behind those doors. You're not going to carry it in your mind and subconscious, or it's not going to affect your body physically anymore. Can we do that?
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to remember that. And I want you to listen to this. As you go back and as you listen to it more, it'll become more and more familiar. Kind of like here on this earth, obviously people get numb to certain things, whether it's fear or whether it's bad acts. And the more you see, so the more you revert it, the more you see, like, it faded away. Just like watching a little movie myself, but I'm not going to let it affect me in this life anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. These are all old memory movies. That's it. So take them out of your head. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Just let them go. And you can do that going forward. So all in all, in this life, you're doing pretty well, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
What do they think you need to work on now that might be better for you? What are you not getting yet?
I need to be up in front of people or on stage or something where I'm spreading something and letting people know of something or teaching something.
Okay.
But I need to be more out there than I am.
Okay. And you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are they telling you that too, yes or no?
Yes.
They say they want you to keep moving forward, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any words of wisdom they're also telling you right now? What are they sharing with you? What do you see? What do you feel?
I feel them I feel like a rainbow around me, and they're just gently pushing me forward.
Okay. So to go out and be more...
But I feel like I'm sort of nervous for what's next, so I'm just kind of stuck, but they're trying to push me forward.
Well, let's put it this way. As we look at that going forward, life's a journey. You're young. So you have plenty of time to accomplish your goals and mission on this planet. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you just want to go with the flow and chip away your responsibilities, chip away your lessons, get involved in small things at first and build that up from there. And that's probably a good tactic, is it?
Mm-hmm.
So you become more and more relaxed and you go in front of more and more people. And you're going to go there and shine. And you're going to let people know that they can also be healed.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to believe. They have to understand that their body can do this for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to help spread that message. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can help a lot of people if you do that with your Reiki and shaman work.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to take that and bring it forward. And every person you touch, you might be able to help them, and that helps you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If through our hopes and actions, and we lift just one, it lifts us all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's look at Kilimanjaro for a minute. Why is that important to you? Do you have a life in that area, or why are we focusing on that? What do you see?
Well, I feel like I helped create that mountain.
Oh, okay.
And and so it's been, people haven't been nice to it. You know, they're littering and they're not respectful. And
Okay, now, are you getting that with your earth thoughts, or are you getting this from?
I'm getting it. Yeah, I guess earth thoughts.
Yeah. So let's go back and look at that mountain. I want you to just relax, let go of all preconceived notions about litter and everything else. Let all that go. Let's just look at Kilimanjaro. Just kind of stare at the mountain. And I want to tell me, did you have a life there or lives there, or why are you so interested in it? And don't worry about the trash. What do you see? Why do you like Kilimanjaro? Why do you feel you need to go there?
I felt like I was like a god or something that helped create it. Like so there's something involving building the mountain up, and I helped with it.
Oh, okay. So who's with us now on this journey? While we're looking at Kilimanjaro, we're all standing
The
in front of it.
cheetah.
So the cheetah's there with us. Who else?
Just the cheetah.
Just the cheetah. Okay. Now let's see if he nods his head up or down or growls or however he does it. What's did he say yes or no? That
Yeah, he can nod.
Okay. Did he say you were involved in helping to build Kilimanjaro or not? Mm-hmm. You were. Now, how long ago was that? What was your first incarnation and where again? Tell me that again.
I was on the moon. I was like a lichen.
Okay. Well, how old were you then when you sparked out? How long ago was that when you sparked out? Roughly.
It was 1635. 1635.
Was there a period in there too? So did they sell us yes or no? 1.635 million years ago. Is that correct? Yes or no?
It was a billion?
Well, which was it? Let's ask Michael.
Feels billion.
Well, let's ask Michael again. Okay. Yes or no? Michael, was it a billion years or a million years? What's he doing?
Billion.
Okay, so now we're at a billion, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, yes or no, I want to see Jesus, Spirit Guides, Mother Mary, Michael, everyone, all in unison. Was she sparked out 1.635 billion years ago?
Million.
What?
Million. I feel like I'm getting confused by it.
Okay. But you're trying to think of it too much, I think.
Yeah.
I want you to let that go. Don't think billion, don't think million. I'm going to ask the questions, then you're just going to tell me what you see.
Okay.
Was it a billion years or a million? Yes or no? Was it a million? Yes or no?
No.
Was it a billion? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, so now we're feeling more comfortable with a billion?
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing with their heads when I say billion? What are they doing?
I'm seeing the letter B.
All right, so who's giving you that letter?
I just see it. I don't know.
You don't know where it's from. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Now, all right, we'll go with 1.6 billion. No problem. Now, let's skip all that. And I want to count from 3 to 1. And I want you to tell me, just with a number, 1 through 5, or 1 through 10, whatever. How many other lives have you known Jared in? Was there any other lives?
Like 5.
You've known him maybe in 5 lives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And are they nodding their heads up or down? They feel pretty comfortable with that?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now, real quick, where were those lives? Give me some names of some cities, countries, places.
The Massachusetts life, he was in New England. We were friends.
Okay, that was when you were...
The Cannonball.
Oh, the Cannonball life, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You were friends in that life.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another one.
Somewhere in Europe.
Okay, what were you guys doing in Europe?
It looks like we were dating.
Okay. Did you guys date long or was it short? Did you marry?
We married separate. We were arranged to different people or something.
Okay, but you still liked each other.
Mm-hmm.
And what year was that roughly? Give or take.
I don't know the year.
What did Jared look like in that life?
Blonde hair.
All right. Was he tall, short? How did he look?
We were almost the same height,